You're watching We Talk Mania, and I'm your host CJ. Welcome back to another album ranking, which today will be System of a Down, one of the bands that got me into heavy metal, one of the bands that I first discovered. It's basically a gateway. I know it's new metal. I know a lot of people don't like new metal, but I do. So thought I would change it up a little bit and do something outside the normal genres that yeah. So System of a Down. It was actually a very long time since I listened to them the last time, so yeah, it was great, refreshing, and very fun. So yeah, I had fun listening to it. So 5 studio albums. They haven't released since 2005, which I don't know. Really, I don't know. Scratch that. They released like 2 songs back in like 2020, but not. They haven't had a full length since 2005. Yeah. So let's get into it. Number 5, which is their first album, the self-title. I know a lot of people put this one here, and it's perfect 10 out of 10. Honestly, their 5 albums are perfect 10 out of 10s for me. I like everything. I like every song on their albums. I like every song that they've ever written. It's basically like I really like System of a Down. Like I heavily like System of a Down. This album starts off with Sweet Pea, which is just an absolute fucking banger of a track. I absolutely love Sweet Pea. No sugar, suggestion, sugar, no lights, no music, just anger. And basically all over TikTok right now. Not right now, but yeah, it's been all over TikTok. Spiders, War, People, Hubert, Darts, and ends with Pluck. Very weird songs in this album, very weird sound, more like raw and but still has that aggression that new metal aggression that this band is known for. Number 4 is actually one that I don't hate I don't hate this album at all. A lot of people do, which is Steal This Album, which is the 2002, 2003 album. Can't really remember. Probably can just check it. 2002. Story behind this album is they named it Steal This Album because someone released the songs on some like pirate website or some released the unreleased stuff that wasn't supposed to be heard yet. So they went with Steal This Album as just like a joke with it. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I've heard throughout the years. But number 1, Chicken Stew, another TikTok song. Yes, TikTok got to Chicken Stew as well. And yeah, absolutely great there. Intervision, another good one. Bubbles. What is it? That song, something about Bubble Jungle or something in that song. It's fucking nuts. This and that's the thing with this album. A lot of people hate this album because it's like all over the place and the song meanings are not like all like you can't really figure them out because they're so fucking weird, like Chicken Stew and Mr. Jack and IEA. Yeah, basically the songs are just all over the place and are weird. And I'm a fan of it, honestly. I'm a very big fan of it. I fucking love this album. Like, I love any System of a Down album, but the top four are my favorite. Like, yeah, they're fucking great. Pictures, that's another good one there. Highway Song, Ego Brain, Roulette's one of my favorites on this album too. Just an overall album that like a lot of people pass over when they talk about System of a Down. Here is where the controversy comes in at number 3, which is Toxicity. I know I shouldn't have it this low. Like it was the album that made them break through and get to the mainstream with songs like Chop Suey. Chop Suey was their biggest hit as well. Toxicity and Aerials, probably like the 3 biggest on this album. But you have other songs like Prison Song, which starts this album off. And fuck, man, that song Prison Song just starts this album off amazing. Like It's one of the best opening songs on an album, and Aerials ends it off like all nice and calm, and but Prison Song just gets you into it. It's just needles pull the tapeworm out of your ass. I think it is. Yeah, pull the tapeworm out of your ass. I think that's funny ass lyrics, but funny. It's a good song, honestly. Deer Dance, Jet Pilot, Jet Pilot. That's another great song. Chop Suey, Bounce. Bounce, I think, is quite dirty of a song as well, so thought I'd mention that. Forest, ATWA, Science, Shimmy, Psycho. This fucking album's great. It's just back to back to back to back good songs. There's really nothing bad on it. Number 2, and number 1 is controversial because a lot of people say that they hate this album. That's my number 1. And I used to hate the album as well that I put at number 1, but yeah, I'm different now. You'll see why. I'll explain why. I have a big reason of why the one that's number 1 is number 1. Number 2 is Mesmerize. They're one of their 2005 albums. They had 2 of them during this, and it was like a double album, I think. They had Soldier Side on the intro, and then the second album that came out in the year, they had Soldier Side. The full song is the last song. Dual continuation there. BYOB. Absolutely a classic song. There has a big video they have a video for that song. Revenga, Cigarro, radio video. This cocaine makes me feel like I'm on this song. Funny song there. Violent Pornography. That's one of my favorites on the album as well. Question, Sad Statue. Sad Statue has always been one of my favorites from System of a Down. Always liked that song a lot. I don't get why it's not as popular as some of these other songs on the album. Old School Hollywood and Lost in Hollywood. Old School Hollywood's probably my least favorite on the album, but I still really like the song. And then Lost in Hollywood. I like this album. It's better than Toxicity. Like, and you already know what number 1 is, which is their second album from the year, which everybody kind of shits on, but I don't get it. And the guitar tone on these 2 albums are pretty fucking good as well. They redid their guitar tone, and they switched from drop C to this like other tuning that like is kind of a weirder tuning. I think Trivium also uses it as well for like In Waves and Vengeance Falls. But yeah, Hypnotize, number 1, is my favorite album from System of a Down. A lot of people are going to disagree with this. I already know that. But hear me out. Attack, holy fuck. They start out with Attack, which is just a barrage of just nuts. Just craziness to start out. And then Dreaming isn't really any fucking calmer. Like, and then Kill Rock and Roll, I felt like the biggest asshole or something like that. Hypnotize, which is like, I really didn't like Hypnotize, the song, for a very long time. I was really not into like these really slow songs and drawn out. And Lonely Day, I wasn't a fan of either for a very long time. Stealing Society, Tentative, Holy Mountains. Holy Mountains is fucking good as well. Vicinity of Obscenity. I know a lot of people shit on this song, but fuck, man, that song is nuts. And really, I can't even pinpoint what the damn meaning of the song is just by, like, that's the thing. It's just all over the place. Just lyrics are just weird. And yeah, She's Like Heroin, Lonely Day, which is the probably one of the best System of a Down songs ever. I used to not like it because it was like a really slow song and I wasn't into those. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna listen to slow songs. I want the fast, in your face, insane songs. But yeah, now I can appreciate them. And Soldier Side, yes, and yes, number 12, Soldier Side. the intro from Mesmerize in a full song. So yeah, that's how I rank System of a Down. That's my least favorite to favorite. Hope everyone liked it, and I will see everyone when I decide to upload again.